Hey, this is Melody, Chief Storyteller at the Fairy GMA Academy, and this is Ask Me Anything. This is where I help heart-based entrepreneurs with all their questions about writing, blog development, content strategy, storytelling, writing, grammar, punctuation, whatever your question is, ask me and I will get you an answer. Today's question is, how do you decide what tone to use with a particular piece of writing? Okay, first let's talk about tone. What is tone in writing? Tone is the way you express your attitude through your writing. You express your tone through the words you choose, the formality of your writing, the complexity of the structure of the language you use. For example, how descriptive you are versus how prescriptive you are, right? You could do it this way or you could do it that way, and this is the only one way to do it. That's tone. So to determine your tone, consider your audience and your subject matter. So for example, if you're writing a children's book on finances, it'll be a different tone than if you're writing a health and wellness book for well-educated seniors. Are you writing a blog post to high school students about to graduate? Your tone needs to match your reader and your intent. If you want to connect with your audience, meet them where they are. And that's where tone can help. Let me explain. Let's take an example. You are a professor and you're writing a blog post to high school seniors who want to go to university and they need help choosing a university. So you're not going to use the same language as high school seniors use, since you're not a teenager yourself. Yet you're also not going to use the language you might use at a faculty meeting with other professors. You're going to use language that teenagers can relate to, yet it still sounds like it's coming from you. That make sense? The high school seniors are intent on going to college, so feel free to use more complicated structures and a more formal language than they're used to at school, but not to the point of overwhelm. Take another example. You're writing an article to seniors to explain taxes once they start dipping into their investments. Tax rules change constantly, and it's hard to keep up with all the changes. And the seniors you're speaking to, they might have a low financial literacy or they might have a high financial literacy. Depending on whether you're targeting seniors with a low financial literacy or high financial literacy, you will change your tone. You will change the words you use. Because the content is already complicated, tax rules on investments, you should simplify your language structures to make it easier to follow. You want your audience to focus on the concept and what's important rather than how clever you are as a writer. I hope that helps. So when you're deciding what tone to use for a particular piece of writing, consider your audience, your subject matter, and of course your intent. Most writers will just naturally adjust their tone as they might when they speak. And when you're writing your first draft, I don't want you to worry too much about tone. Focus on the content. Get the content out. Look at the tone when you are revising your article. That's when you look at tone. First, let's get your ideas out. All right, I am Melody, Chief Storyteller at the Fairy GMA Academy, and if you have questions about storytelling, content development, grammar, language use, anything at all related to writing and marketing, please ask your questions in the comments and I will get you an answer. Or you can catch up with me on Facebook. I'm at Melody Owen. Or you can get me on Twitter, OMelodyAnn. And I look forward to answering your questions. Drop me a line and I'll get you an answer. And hey, have a great day. Ciao.